This needs to happen as Coby White has come out and said that he expects to be the leader for the Chicago Bulls. We're going to be talking about why this is a great thing for the Chicago Bulls and why this is great for Coby White moving forward. This is your host, Rico Greenhowe, and this is another episode of Bulls Digest. And before we jump into the hot topic of the day, I want to go ahead and share a special message from the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. Hopefully the Chicago Bulls can get a clearer plan and move the franchise forward. Unlike the Chicago Bulls, you can have a plan when it comes to protecting your devices from online threats. That's right. The best way to do this is with NordVPN, which you can get by clicking the link in the description to this video. With NordVPN Threat Protection Pro, you can block against fake websites, against phishing, and other fraud and other scams online. That's right. You can go ahead and protect your Wi-Fi from being compromised with a single click. You can encrypt and defend your virtual private network. Make sure that you go ahead and you improve your security and block pop-ups. And once again, you can go ahead and get this with nordvpn.com/bulls. This is an exclusive offer where you get 4 months of extra service along with Nord's risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, so you can find this pretty much everywhere, and this is Coby White talking to the media at a sports camp, and he's talking about the importance of being a leader for the Chicago Bulls, and in fact, what he learned from DeMar DeRozan. So you can find this everywhere at this point in time. I went ahead and I looked at the last words on sports. This is where I found this particular piece, just because it breaks down exactly what Coby White had to say. And so once again, here is the article, and then this is what Coby White had to say. Look, DeMar's always led by example. He's not the loudest guy in the room, not the most talkative guy in the room, but when it came to meetings, he was there early. When it came to bus times, he was one of the first ones there. He's never late to a meeting, and he also talks about the fact that he is all about business when it comes to getting out there and playing basketball. Said that he took Dalen Terry, Patrick Williams, and himself under his wing, and he said that, look, this is something that he really wants to do, and he said that that can start right now as far as being a leader. All right, and so look, I love everything that Coby White had to say in that particular statement. All right, because look, I think that when you ask Chicago Bulls fans out there, they're wanting to know who is going to take accountability for the team. Like, we love that about a franchise player. And I've said this before. I think that Coby White can be a franchise player, and this is one of the reasons why I think he can be a franchise player, because look, he wants to have the weight of what it is to be that franchise player. When you come out and say, look, I want to be the leader, I want to be the player that is going to lead by example, because I love that about Coby White. I love the fact that he is a guy that just shows up and does his thing. And I think what he learned most from DeMar DeRozan is just how to compete at a high level when it counted. Like, I love the fact that DeMar DeRozan was right there when it came to winning the Clutch Player of the Year award. And even though this was DeMar DeRozan and him being in that award, I think that Coby White was very much a part of that last season when we look at that clutch record. And so I get it. You know, I think that the Chicago Bulls are going to take a hit in the rankings because DeMar DeRozan is gone. But what I think that a lot of people are underestimating is just how much Coby White got from that experience. And I think he's overcome so much already. And I just think that he is going to take another leap this year. And it's interesting to me that everybody talks about Josh Giddy. Everybody talks about LaVine coming back and upping his trade value. We even talk about Modest Buzelis having a great year as a rookie, and Jalen Smith having a great year because he now gets a chance to actually play some basketball, play some meaningful minutes. But nobody is talking about Dosunmu and how much better he's going to be, or Coby White, who I think is going to I think he's going to be the focal point of the offense. I get that Josh Giddy is going to have the ball in his hands, but I'm telling you, I think that Coby White is going to have a major impact on the Chicago Bulls. And first and foremost, starting with Josh Giddy. I know that Josh Giddy is expected to have a breakout season, but I think that because Coby White is going to be so good this year, in fact, I think with his ability to draw to and then kick it out and be a willing playmaker, that is going to put Josh Giddy into some great situations, because even if Josh Giddy is not knocking down the jump shot at a high level just yet, he is still going to be able to move without the basketball, and Coby White will find him and he will trust in him to give him the basketball and get him in a position to score the basketball a lot better. So I think that he is going to be just fine, even though he is going to have to learn how to knock down the jump shot thus far. Just looking at Josh Giddy and his numbers right now, I think that, yes, you see that he's got the 12 points a game at this point in time, but easily I think with Coby White just alone, I could see his numbers going up to 16 or 18 alone, just playing with Coby White. I think that Coby White is going to create those type of opportunities for Josh Giddy. And a lot like Zach LaVine, I feel like that he is going to be able to, at times, just run the floor, right? Run the floor and just be a finisher. So that is going to help Josh Giddy a lot. And I think that Josh Giddy in turn will help Coby White, because look, when you need to run a set and you need to go ahead and get Coby White in a position to where he is successful, I feel like Josh Giddy is going to have that point guard savvy to be able to do so. So I think that both of these players together are going to take a step, but I really feel like that Coby White's going to take another step towards being a franchise player this year. And then lastly, I think that Coby White's going to help Zach LaVine out. I really do think he's going to help Zach LaVine this year. I feel like, just going back to what the Ringer was talking about with Zach LaVine being an effortless scorer, but at times he makes the game harder than what it is. I think that, Zach LaVine is going to be locked in, number one, because he has got to up his trade value moving forward so he can move on to his next destination. But I think he is going to enjoy playing with Coby White, because it's going to take so much pressure off of Zach LaVine, and he can just let the game come to him, right? And so this is another reason why I think that Coby White is ready to make that step towards being a franchise player, because not just scoring the basketball, but it is elevating the team around you. And I feel like Coby White is absolutely ready for that leadership role. I think that, he's well liked in the locker room, and I think that he's ready for this. I think he is definitely the guy for the Chicago Bulls moving forward. So let me know in the comments, do you feel like that Coby White will take that next step towards being a franchise player with this added leadership role? Or do you feel like, Coby White's not ready? I don't think he's a franchise player. I don't think he is going to be that guy that is going to hold everybody accountable on this particular team or teams moving forward. And before we go ahead and get out of here, I just want to thank everybody out there for watching the videos, and just let you know that 72.9% of you that watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel. So continue to mash that subscribe button, as it means a lot to us here as we try to reach our goal of 5,000 subscribers out there. All right. And so with that being said, look, do you believe in Coby White or do you not? Either way, I'm still saying go Bulls. And guess what? I will see you on the next one. Peace.